Hello, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have chosen to join me today for my Tickled Tuesday video. Before we get going on the card that we will be making today, I just wanted to tell you about a few things. This beautiful paper bouquet kit just came out and is now available. I am so excited about that. I'm thinking seriously of buying it for myself. Um, so keep that in mind. That is something that is out on the online exclusives, or I'm sorry, in the kits area of our menu, and it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, I also wanted to tell you that right now, this is our paper pumpkin kit that is coming out. The last day that you can subscribe to it is April 10th, which is in 2 days. So please in 2 days. So please double check and triple check. Paper pumpkin now is no longer part of the kits category. If you go to the menu in the shop, you can find pumpkin and go straight to that and place your order. They've made it a lot easier for everyone. And then just to give you a heads up, from April 11th to May 10th, this is the next paper pumpkin, and this is a Father's Day kit. So you will want to keep that in mind if you are looking for cards for the men in your life. All right? Okay, let's get going here. Today, I stole an idea out of the new catalog. I'm so excited about the new catalog. I don't have mine yet. It's supposed to be coming in the mail tomorrow, but it has a lot of great ideas on how to make some simple cards and so forth. And this was one of them. It was learning to use the Stampin Spots to make cards. And I thought it was so cool. So I made both of these cards, and we're going to do one today totally different. I'm going to step it up a little bit and make something else. But I thought it was just really unique to take those Stampin Spots and just make a border or a picture around your sentiment. All right, so let's get going. Today I am going to be using the Biggest Wish stamp set, which I used on those other cards too. But today I'm going to be using the Happy Birthday. And over here, and before I forget, these are the inks we're using. The Stampin' Spots we're using are Garden Green, Old Olive, and Fresh Freesia. And then what I like about this is if you have a lot of Stampin' Spots hanging around from all the kits that you've made and so forth, you can go back to even the oldest ones and make your card. And so that's basically what I did. I just, these three are not old. They're still in. The Biggest Wish stamp kit is old. And then these cards, I actually went to kind of like a Goodwill store, and they had some paper that was really inexpensive, so I bought some. We don't have this color, but I really liked it, or it's that shade of green. And I pulled my Evening Evergreen, which is an old in color that we had, to make my sentiment. So you can do this with anything that you have, all right? Any Stampin' Spot, no matter how old it is, stamp kits, paper, anything. It's so versatile to make. All right. So what I did over here is I just listed the measurements and so forth, and you'll see this on my blog as well. But it's basically the measurements. And so what I did is the card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. That's where our fold is. I'm going to take my bone folder and just make that crease a little tighter. And then the top layer that you will have is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. The inside layer is 5 1/4 by 4. And then my sentiment is going to be 3 1/4 by 2 1/4. All of those are basic white. Now you can change that if you want to. I could have made it yellow or whatever, but for today I'm using the basic white. All right, and then you have one ink pad to do your sentiment with, and then you'll need 3 Stampin' Spots. And then any embellishments or adhesives that you want to use to put your card together. So let's get going. I'm going to first start with stamping like we always do. And there's my sentiment. I'm going to lay that off to the side right now. Then I'm going to take my top layer and my Stampin' Spots. And let's see, let me start with the dark green. And you can do these any way you want. I'm just kind of splotching them wherever they seem to fit. And you'll see how it'll turn out in just a little bit. It's really, really neat how it works. All right. And it's very simple and very easy and can be done by anyone. Let's see. I think I'm going to put it up there. All right. And that's all there is to that. Now we're going to take some Stampin' Seal and we are going to put our layers on. So this is my inside layer. This is the inside of my card so I can write my message. And even if you wanted to, I suppose, I didn't think about it, but you could, put your Stampin' Spots on this too to make a little border. So that would be something to think about as well. All right, and then I'm going to put my top layer on. And that will go right in the middle. There we go. And then all I have left is my sentiment. And so I'm using some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm using the border because all the little hexagon pieces are gone and I don't want to waste my border, so I'm just going to use those to lay this out. And then you just put that right smack dab in the middle. And there you go. You've got it with the ink spots all around but your sentiment is popped up. And that would be the difference in what I'm doing here. And then if you want to add embellishments, some ribbon, or these are called the antique pearls. So I'm going to grab those. And I'm going to put a few of them on my card. Oh, come on, pick it up. There we go. And usually about 3 embellishments is good for a card. If you want to put more on, you can. The key thing to remember is you always want to do an odd number. All right, it just kind of balances the card out better when you do that. Okay, and that's our card for today. It's very easy. I was tickled to pieces when I saw how easy it was to use these Stampin' Spots for a card. And I'm sure many of you may have thought of it already, but I was new to it. So these are the cards, once again, to show you the different things that can be done. And thank you very much for joining me today. I hope that you liked that and can get your materials out and create your own card and just have a lot of fun with it. And I will see you on Sunday for my Simple Sunday video. And I'm going to do a sneak peek of some things that are coming up in the month of May with our annual catalog. All right, so I'm looking forward to that. We will see you on Sunday. Bye now.